Kavitha, the daughter of the Telangana Chief Minister, has been summoned to appear before the Enforcement Directorate on Thursday. She's asked for a different date but says she will cooperate. Big suspense on how this is going to play out in the national capital. We're going to debate this right here on India Today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Shiv Arur. Here are the headlines. Right before that, let's take you through the story of the day.
Would you like to say something, Manish? You have been arrested and there is a massive protest which is also going on.
Manish Sisodia arrested. His close aides arrested. And now trouble is mounting for BRS Neta and Telangana Chief Minister's daughter, Kavitha. She's been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate. From north to south, the Delhi Liquorgate scandal is getting bigger. The daughter of the Telangana Chief Minister, Chandrasekhar has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for grilling on March the 9th. She was last questioned by the CBI in December last year. The ED summons comes days after her alleged frontman Arun Ramachandra Pillai was arrested. The probe agencies now want to confront Kavita with Arun Pillai. Pillai, in his statement to the Enforcement Directorate, has said that there was a deal between Kavitha and the Aam Aadmi Party where kickbacks to the tune of 100 crore rupees were discussed. The ED had named Kavitha in the case charge sheet, accusing her of holding a 65% stake in Indo Spirits, a liquor company which was allegedly made the wholesaler in Delhi of Pernod Ricard, a global wine and spirits company. The allegation that her company benefited from the liquor policy under the Aam Aadmi Party government. Soon after the summons was issued, the BRS Neta has hit back. Taking a jibe at the Modi government, she says KCR and the BRS won't bow down before the Modi Sarkar and will fight back. But at the same time, she promises to fully cooperate in the investigation. Before the summons were issued, Kavitha told India Today that she has nothing to hide.
You're going to be in Delhi, ma'am, and I'd be failing in my duty if I didn't raise the issue that everyone in Delhi is talking about, the liquor scam. And I'm sure you've seen all the developments that have happened with Mr. Manish Sisodia being arrested. Your name has constantly been brought up. Your name has been mentioned in the ED charge sheet. The allegation is that you're part of a South group, a South cartel, if you may, which was a part of the dealings in the liquor probe, in the liquor scam. What is your response to this allegation in particular?
Well, I understand and believe that today everybody in the nation knows that whichever poll-bound state is there have to be ED and CBI cases against the people and parties who are against the Bharatiya Janata Party. Bharatiya Janata Party has been doing that time and again in every state. So my state and me, we are not an exemption. Not only me, various other ministers and MPs in my party are also being troubled by these agencies. But we are sincere, we have done nothing wrong. So we will fully cooperate with the agencies for whatever investigation that they want to do. We've always cooperated and we will continue to do so.
The summons to Kavitha have set off a political war.
Today, ED, CBI and IT are working as extended arms of BJP for selective targeting and harassing the opposition leaders. You see the case now. Whoever are there in BJP today, who join from other parties, these agencies go slow on them. Whatever allegations they are making, nowhere the evidence found is completely fabricated.
తప్పకుండా కవిత గారైనా ఎవరైనా కూడా అవినీతి పరులు అయితే వాళ్ళకు తప్పు చేయలేనప్పుడు కోర్టును ఆశ్రయించాలి, వాళ్ళు న్యాయం నిరూపించుకోవాలి, వాళ్ళు తప్పు చేయని విషయం నిరూపించుకోవాలి. అవినీతి విషయంలో నరేంద్ర మోడీ ప్రభుత్వం చాలా సీరియస్ ఉన్నది. ఇది భారతీయ జనతా పార్టీకి సంబంధం లేదు. మరి ఇంతవరకు కేసీఆర్ గారు వాళ్ళ బిడ్డ మీద వచ్చిన ఆరోపణలు ఎందుకు ఖండించలే? సమర్థిస్తలేడు, ఖండిస్తలేడు. కేసీఆర్ కొడుకు అన్నిట్లో స్పందిస్తాడు, అన్నిట్లో మురుగుతాడు, అన్నిట్లో వాగుతాడు.
The strongest critic of KCR, the YSR TP chief YS Sharmila too, slammed the Telangana Chief Minister's daughter.
And I think justice has to be done. And yes, I appreciate the system, the departments that are carrying out the investigation, and I think yes, this case has to go on and the culprits have to be brought to light.
As the probe into Liquorgate intensifies, a South cartel link has unravelled. Investigating agencies alleged that the South group, which consists of Kavita, YSRCP MP Magunta Reddy, his son Raghava Magunta and P. Sarath Chandra Reddy tried to control liquor distribution in the capital under the now scrapped Delhi excise policy. Suspense builds now on the fate of K. Kavita. With Abdul Bashir and Apurva Jayachandran in Hyderabad and Munish Pandey in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today. Let's go straight across to India Today's Munish Pandey, who's been tracking this story very, very closely. Munish, K. Kavita at this point of time is supposed to appear before the Enforcement Directorate tomorrow. Through her legal team, she has sought, a different date perhaps, and says, since she has other commitments, she may not be able to appear tomorrow. What are you hearing from the Enforcement Directorate? Does she still have to appear tomorrow?
Well, Shiv, what I have been given to understand by the Enforcement Directorate is that they are yet to, confirm the request of K. Kavita in this case. The lower rank officers of the Enforcement Directorate, they have received a letter from K. Kavita asking for some more time. But as far as the senior officers in the Enforcement Directorate are concerned, they are saying that they are yet to confirm the request of K. Kavita because, as far as this agency is concerned, what they are claiming that the only reason why they called K. Kavita at this point of time in the investigation is for the reason that Arun Ramachandran Pillai, a close associate of K. Kavita, is in their custody. The court has granted them, sent Arun Pillai in ED custody, and ED at that point of time wants to confront K. Kavita with Arun Ramachandran Pillai, because during the questioning, Arun Ramachandran Pillai has disclosed the fact that he was very close to K. Kavita. He has also told the ED that K. Kavita is someone who was aware of this 100 crore rupees of bribery, and also she was part of certain meetings, and that is why ED wants to confront K. Kavita with Arun Ramachandran Pillai. But K. Kavita seeking some more time. It may the ED may reject her request also, but so far there is no decision made by the ED on request of K. Kavita.
Okay, no word in yet from the Enforcement Directorate, which means unless they decide not to respond or respond in a different way, K. Kavita will have to present herself before the Enforcement Directorate tomorrow. Munish, thank you very much for that. Now, as the probe into this Delhi liquor gate intensifies, a South cartel link appears to have unraveled based on the interrogation of Arun Ramachandran Pillai, a man known to be K. Kavita's front man. Here's a flowchart explaining how they're all part of this alleged group. K. Kavita is the BRS leader. She is a member of the Legislative Council in Telangana, daughter of the sitting Chief Minister there. Arun Ramachandran Pillai, who's in Enforcement Directorate custody, is said to be Kavita's front man. Abhishek Boinpalli is a Hyderabad-based businessman who is also part of the South cartel. Bucci Babu is an aide of K. Kavita. Magunta Srinivasulu Reddy is a YSRCP Member of Parliament. Raghav Magunta Srinivasulu Reddy's son. Samir Mahendru is part of Indo Spirit. He's the managing director. That's a company in which 65% is said to be owned by K. Kavita. Sarath Reddy is the promoter of Aurobindo Pharma. So all of these people, and I'll detail for you what the relations are said to be part of this South cartel that's being described by the Enforcement Directorate in its expanding investigation into the Delhi liquor gate policy scandal. Joining me live now on this big face-off ahead of what could be the day when K. Kavita is questioned for the second time by the Enforcement Directorate. Krishank Mane is spokesperson of the BRS, that's Kavita's party. Also with us in a moment from now will be Sardar R.P. Singh of the BJP. Remember, the BRS and Kavita have pointed a finger directly at the BJP government at the center and said this is vendetta and intimidation in an election year, and that K. Kavita and her party will not be cowed down. Krishank, aggressive letter from K. Kavita. She says she is fully willing to cooperate in the investigation, but has in no uncertain terms described this as vendetta. This is a larger investigation, Krishank, between Delhi and Telangana. Why this blanket description as intimidatory tactics?
Well, the reason is, Shiv, now when the CBI visited to Kavita ji's residence, we cooperated. We did not, like for instance, the BL Santosh's case, we did not approach to the court saying that we don't want any questions, we don't want any inquiries, we don't want any notices. No, we face the CBI. And in fact, Kavita ji, even today in her statement, she said she will cooperate. And let me tell you, she has left from Hyderabad to Delhi. So definitely we have the confidence she will face any investigative agencies. But the questions are, the entire scenario. See, on 10th, we have given a call for a protest regarding the women reservation bill, which is going to be participated by 18 opposition leaders. And before that, this summons or an attempt, how the government of India or these investigative agencies.
So you're saying it's been timed with that?
Absolutely. I mean, you see how immediately after the Maha Vikas Agadi government is put down and Sanjay Raut is picked up, Manish Sisodia is picked up. Today, Kavita ji is trying to be attempted by the ED. My straight question is, you see, across India, I'm not talking about Himanta Biswa Sarma, I'm not talking about Mukul Roy, Narayan Rane, Sujana Ramesh, so many names. I'm not talking about them. The recent, we've seen how the 40% commission Karnataka issue is coming out. We've seen how Ishwarappa had to resign. No investigation on him. Just 2 days ago, in fact, India Today also has aired how grandly the Lokayukta caught the BJP
on my show yesterday.
With those all, and how grandly the BJP Karyakartas have welcomed them. Why no arrests? Why no investigations on them? Why on opposition leaders? Why so immediate race?
So you're saying selective application of the central agencies. I'll come to the specific elements in the investigation that have emerged so far in our reporting, and I'll get you in on that, Krishank. But before that, I'll get a word in from Sardar RP Singh of the BJP also. Mr. Singh, the BRS party is blaming the government at the centre, saying this is nothing but intimidation. This is timed with K. Kavitha's visit to Delhi, a pre-planned visit to Delhi to hold a protest at Jantar Mantar for a separate issue. There are elections coming up in Telangana later this year. The BRS is dismissing all the substantive elements of the investigation and says this is plain and simple vendetta and intimidation and misuse of political power. Your response to that, sir?
Shiv, thank you for calling me for your debate. 11th December, she was called earlier for the investigation. This was last year. And it's almost 3 months now. But they had all that time to, if they feel that, Arjun Ramachandran Pillai has given a wrong statement or has given wrong information to the ED and to CBI, then they had all 3 months to go to court and prove otherwise and get the case quashed. Who stopped them from doing that? When they didn't approach the court, when easy was that they could have approached the court. And then again and again trying to deflect from the basic issue that yes, in Liquorgate there was a game which happened within the southern cartel and within the Delhi government. And try to get the Karnataka case in between. Lokayukta is already looking into it. I mean, had Lokayukta not been looking into it, things would happen. In Delhi, they didn't appoint Lokayukta. They came back to power by picking a banner only for this, that we'll get Lokayukta. The basic premise of that corruption against India
I want to just keep it specific to K. Kavita at the moment because she's the one who's going to be questioned tomorrow. Krishank, coming to some of the details, you can respond to the larger, political sort of crossfire between yourselves.
No, I'll speak on the case.
I want to ask specifically because now things are becoming more detailed. You have this Arun Pillai. If you could clarify who he is, because he's being described as a front man for K. Kavita. He is talking about a South cartel. He is apparently, sir, and I want to be very clear because on India Today, we take this stuff very seriously. We don't randomly say sources and claim that it is, information from, from authenticated areas. We're saying that reports have come out that he has said under investigation that K. Kavita has been privy to discussions where 100 crores in kickbacks have come out. She is, a majority shareholder in a company called Indo Spirits, which would have been one of the companies that benefited from this liquor policy in Delhi. So there are very specific charges. You might call out vendetta, Krishank, but the investigation is coming out with what looks like they seem to suggest a money trail which will be established.
Shiv, specifically on the case. Number one, the BJP asks us why haven't we approached the court. Why should we fear? Why should we evade the investigation when there is nothing, when we have no relationship with Arun Pillai or Arora or whosoever? We are ready to answer. Going to the court means BJP wants us to the court and take up the propaganda.
Krishak, who is Arun Pillai? Who is Arun Pillai? Why is he being described as a front for K. Kavita?
Who is Arun Pillai, Shiv? Who is Arun Pillai? Even we don't know Arun Pillai. We don't have any relation with Arun Pillai. But that definitely, if the ED is trying to accuse or the BJP is trying to accuse, let them prove it. We have no relationship with Arun Pillai.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, we've gone to the court once. Kavita ji has gone to the court once, asking from BJP leaders to refrain from their political name calling. And the court has given the order also. They have given an order to BJP state president and many BJP leaders that until and unless there is a decree or any investigation through it, BJP leaders cannot do name calling. But of course, you know how politics is. They've done contempt of court. Coming to the point now, there are the charge sheet or different versions or statements of different accused that mobile phones have been damaged. Now the point is, the first time when they investigated Kavita ji, which was 3 months before, they've asked her as a witness, they've named her as a witness, and now they're calling for a few more set of questions.
Yeah.
If the ED or the BJP feels that so-and-so mobile phones were damaged, why haven't they booked her under Indian Evidence Act yet? Straight question.
Okay.
Till this minute, but they haven't booked her under Indian Evidence Act. Why?
But theoretically, that could still happen, right, Krishank? That could still happen. The investigation is still on.
It could. It could. But what is our confidence is definitely we will definitely answer to the Honorable Court.
Okay.
About everything which they've put up baseless allegations.
Okay. So,
because coming to one point, Shiv, just 10 seconds.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
See how unrealistic this entire thing is. You can see the map. You've put dozen people, including YSRCP, MP, XYZ, and the accusation is of 100 crores. Shiv, we are in government here. She's Chief Minister's daughter. She's an MLC. See, we have a policy here, and it is giving great revenues to the government. Leaving all this, we would want to interfere in somewhere in Delhi for 100 crores, which is again distributed.
Okay. Interesting point. Sardar RP Singh, the BRS says 100 crores is peanuts. I mean, they're in government in Telangana. They've got their own policy. Why do they need to go out on a limb thousands of kilometers away to benefit from some policy in Delhi? You know, that could leave a large footprint. They're saying, this doesn't seem realistic. And it's vendetta, therefore.
Thank you, Shiv. Thank you for helping the BRS spokesperson admit that for them 100 crore is peanut. But can the spokesperson categorically state?
I'll come to you, Krishna. Let him just finish.
This is just
satirical. I never interrupted you, sir. Yeah.
Quickly.
And also, will the BRS spokesperson on record say that Kavita ma'am and Arun Pillai has never met and never spoken on mobile or never been in touch? Best way is that Kavita ma'am can present her telephone records in public and say, here is
Krishank has said they have nothing to do with Arun Pillai. He has said it categorically just now.
Can I complete? So, earlier I said they can go to court. The man said, oh, why shall we go to court? But if you feel that you are being harassed by the agencies, then the best way is go to court and quest. No, I'm saying other way around, that put your telephone record in public and say, here is my call record system. Please check and find out if there is, I have spoken to Arun Pillai ever, I have been in touch with Arun Pillai ever. I mean, things will come on record. And the best way for any such thing for a public man in public life is say that I'm prepared for a narco test.
Okay.
Well, she can herself say that I'm prepared for a narco test. That narco test.
But Mr. Singh, K. Kavita is going to say what her legal team advises her to say. I mean, why should she put her call records in the public? If she's going to face a scrutiny by the Enforcement Directorate, she's going to do what the legal team advises her to do. But since we have limited time, I take your point, Mr. Singh, I take your point. You're saying that if there's nothing to hide, then they should just face it, which is what the BRS...
Can I make a very small point?
Yes.
I won't get a very small point.
Yes.
Okay. Are they prepared to say that they never met anyone in O'Brien Maidens in Delhi? then I'll come further on that.
Okay,
And
these questions will
no,
perhaps
because
come.
there are
This question.
There are evidences.
Okay.
Shiv,
We are not privy to the Enforcement
record.
Directorate. We are not privy to the Enforcement Directorate investigation. Those questions will probably be asked to K. Kavita herself. But Krishank, if you want to answer that specific query from the BJP saying, can you categorically say that K. Kavita has never met Arun Pillai at Oberoi Maidens or whatever it is? If you want to take that question, and my second question to you is also, what are the BRS's plans in the national capital? You know, whenever the Enforcement Directorate has had a crackdown, we've seen the Congress deploy in a big way. We've seen, the Aam Aadmi Party. Is your party going to, protest tomorrow in the national capital if this questioning goes on?
Well, going by, is my audio coming? Yeah. Going by previously when CBI visited, none of our party leaders or our party karyakartas were allowed, though it was in our state near Kavita ji's residence. We ensured that they peacefully came, they did their investigation, interrogation, and they left back. So we will definitely not do such kind of political tamasha. We will support, we will cooperate. But the point is, well, see, look at the BJP's allegations. Is there, what I mentioned was a dozen people including YSRCP MP who was directly into the business of liquor. Dozen people divided 100 crores is the accusation, number one. Number two, the question they have come up now is, meeting Arun Pillai, is there any relationship? Have they links with Arun Pillai or not? The links are, is it a binami or a business, or is it only meeting? If it is only meeting, then I will show you an image of Tejasvi Surya and Arun Pillai also meeting. Does that mean that Tejasvi Surya also has done business?
I'm
out of time. Okay. I'm out of time. I don't want, I've scratched the surface of where this case could go, but tomorrow the questioning is going to take place. As Krishank confirmed to us, Ms. Kavita is already on her way to Delhi. And as things stand, unless the Enforcement Directorate clarifies to the contrary, that questioning will take place tomorrow. It will be the second time that the Telangana Chief Minister's daughter will be subjected to questioning in the Liquorgate case. We'll be reporting that case big time tomorrow. Krishank and Sardar RP Singh, thank you very much, both of you, and wishing you both happy Holi to you and your parties. Thank you very much. This story continues to be one of the big ones since we've been breaking everything in it. That's it on this edition. Thanks for watching.